Let's get started. Introduction to charts. So, the data table. What is it? It's data arranged in columns, which are vertical, up and down, and rows, horizontal, left and right, no? This one, to the right side of the screen, it's a data table, right? So we have our two columns, month and price, and we have each item with one value inside each column. For example, each row, we have January, $10, February, $12, no? And we can use it to represent many things. It can be your income. It can be how many people left our country. It can be a table full of that data. It can be a table of the prices of the stock changing. It can be pretty much anything you want, no? Now, what is a chart? It's a visual representation of data. And the purpose is to give us a better understanding of that data. And that data comes from the data table, okay? This is all going to be the fundamentals for technical analysis. You're going to see later on in the course how everything is built from exactly these things. When you're calculating an index, when you're doing technical analysis, if you want to do it manually, it all comes from here. It starts here. So usually these charts look like this. This is a line chart, a bar chart, a pie chart. But right now we don't care. We just gotta get an idea of how do they look. And let's start with the line chart and let's look at it more in depth in the next slide. So look. This is a table versus a chart, no? To understand the purpose and the need of which one is better. So look, tell me something. Which one do you think it's easier to see, a table or a chart? And look, this table has just 4 values, the same as this chart. Imagine if you were looking at a price chart with 500 different values, no? Or who knows, maybe more, 2 years of price data per minute. It's gonna be impossible. Now, if I ask you to look at the table and tell me where do you think this is going up and down, even if it's just 4 values, it's a little bit confusing. You see first the 10, then you see the 30, 20, 40, and then you go like, okay, Now imagine with 500 values. And that's where our chart comes in. We visually represent the data that is inside that table. How do we do it? Easy. Look, we have the x-axis in our table, in our chart, and the same x-axis represents this column in our table. We have the y-axis, and it represents the y-axis, the y column in this table, no? So if February is $30, right? So X is February, Y is $30, then I go right here to my chart and I look, okay, where is February? Right here, no? And where is $30? Right here. So I go ahead and I draw 2 lines that connect the point, and now I know, oh, okay, this one right here, that's my point, $30, no? And you do exactly the same thing, and you end up connecting the points and building your own chart, no? Now, what do you think it's easier, to use a table or to use a chart? And they have a purpose, which is to visually represent data in a much more simple way.